just about ready to roll. And on the hill in this one, he's got great hair. Dustin May, what should we keep an eye on here?
Well, primary pitch is an outstanding sinker. It's hard to pick up out of the hand, but in the last few feet really has arm side movement. Tough pitch for hitters to get the barrel of the bat on.
Okay, all set to go. Now, Ezequiel Tovar. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And that's how he gets started here in Los Angeles. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Around second now as they still don't have it.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner at third, nobody out. Now the number 2 hitter, Nick Martini. And that one a little below the knees. 1-0. Tovar, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. And another ball. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Kyle Farmer in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Runners on the corners, no outs. Fastball in for a strike, and a count even 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And the righty deals. Not close with that one. 2-2. Got him looking. And that is a big first out. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Misses inside, and that's ball 1. First and third, 1 down. Next offering upstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
May comes set. That one ripped but foul. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. That's outside. And that's ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
May fires. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Here's Michael Tolia.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
Close, but call the ball. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Another 1-2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And on the hill, Antonio Senzatella.
Well, because he doesn't have plus stuff, it's going to be critical that his skipper keeps a close eye on him. Second time, third time through the order, we see the OPS jump dramatically.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Chris Taylor. Taylor in his 10th season, 34-year-old vet, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 2-1. And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
0-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Fastball for a strike. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Taylor around second. Coming home. He'll score.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
One out, runner at second. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. And that's outside. Man at second. Out to center. He makes the grab. 2 away.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
And here is Michael Conforto.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That's out.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That misses the zone. 2-2. And that's down and away. Tommy Edman waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Freeman stands at second with 2 gone. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Tommy Edman at the plate on the ground. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. And now Mickey Moniak. May back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2. And that one missing low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Now a chance for Hunter Goodman. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
No strike.
Next offering misses. Now 2-0. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
And that's in there at the knees. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
May delivers. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Number 13.
So digging in, Zach Veen. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. That's off the mark. And a count 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two outs, and a foul ball. He stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Just misses with that one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Adael Amador in the box now. No balls and a strike. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. May over to first. Veen dives back in safely. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Rockies nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Yo 1. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging. Kike Hernandez at the plate. Ball 1 there. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. 1 out, base is empty. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Right fielder,
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Line drive. He dives, but he can't make the catch. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. Here comes Chris Taylor. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
on its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So the Dodgers leave one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Dodger Stadium, on to the third inning. So in now for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. The shortstop takes the ball. And another ball. That's a strike.
2-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
Ooh, bio. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That one ripped right center field. And this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for two. In safely, it's a double and his second hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Nick Martini will hit. Walked his first time. And that is downstairs. Ball one.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And a swing and a miss.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
That one missed. And that one is inside. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him looking, that's a strikeout. Next for the Rockies is the DH, Kyle Farmer. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one. Tovar, the runner at second with one away. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
That's inside. Runner at second, 2 down. And that one ripped into right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Tying run is in to score from second.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Next for Colorado, Michael Toglia. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Now 1-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
So now 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mookie Betts. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that is out of play.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Ball 2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Good job to fight that one off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that one is popped in the air. Shallow center. 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Doubled his first time. Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Tied up here in the early going. Gets under and pops it up. Amador has a beat on it. They got it for out number 2.
Up next, for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
And there's a ball.
That's ball 3.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
That's how you take advantage of a 3-0 count right there. You're expecting to see a good pitch, and that's exactly what happened. Just like that, it's a double and a really good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. 3 innings complete. All tied 1-1. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Mickey Moniak. Moniak measures 6 feet 2 inches. 26 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2016. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Garcia getting cranked up as well. And it's even up.
Ball, that's down.
That catches the corner.
2-2 down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Hunter Goodman digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. That one in there across the letters. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Next to hit for the Rockies, Zach Veen worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. There's a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Next one is off the plate. And now 3 balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Adael Amador digging in for the Rockies.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Foul ball there. Veen off of first with 2 away. Chopper right side. Freeman. Oh, a great flip. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. The Rockies strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. And here comes Tommy Edman. In for a strike, 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 1 down.
Now batting third baseman, Max.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 0 for 1, he struck out swinging last time. First
Ball
pitch
1.
misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
And
Ball
it
2.
skips into dirt. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right through there for a strike. Tolia takes it to the bag. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out.
For the Dodgers, second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. Here's a high chopper. And that's foul. That one the other way. Sends it to Tolia. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We played 4. All tied 1-1. New pitcher on here, Shohei Ohtani.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
And now the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Martini. A strikeout and a walk. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one missed. Sliced hard but foul. One down, base is empty. Too high, and now it's 3-1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And there's ball 4.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Designated hitter, Kyle
So now the
Farmer.
DH spot, Kyle Farmer, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Next offering is down low. Martini stands at first with 1 out. Next offering is fouled back. That misses, and the count is 2-2. Got him swinging. 2 gone. Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That pitch in for a strike. Now 2-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That's off the inside corner. 3-1 now. Michael Tolia in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three-two now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Comebacker to the mound. On to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. So 1 left for Colorado. Still tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Senzatella back to work. Very high with that one. Ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
And that one clips the corner.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Now batting.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Singled back in the first and scored their only run. He's 1 for 2. And ball 1.
That's inside.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 in this one. And fouled off. Sends a throw to first. Taylor back on a dive. Here goes the runner. Chopped to third. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Runner goes again. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it to Tolia. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And up next for Los Angeles, Freddie Freeman. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Way out front for strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Feltner getting ready to go. Alexander, the lefty, warming up as well. Pitch misses, and a count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at second. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And it remains 2-2. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Top 6. And now here is Michael Tolia. First pitch misses. Action in the pen down there. Kirby Yates, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Bonda, a left-hander, also throwing. The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. The next pitch
Nope,
misses,
inside, ball
and
two.
it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Inside,
3-2.
almost got him. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his third of the game. So in now for Colorado, Mickey Moniak. That one outside.
no strike.
Ball one. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. Two quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
Up next for Colorado, catcher Hunter Goodman.
Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. On the ground, right side, Hernandez handles, throws to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. So they go quietly there. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied 1-1. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Ryan Feltner. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Colorado, number 18, Ryan Feltner.
Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 2.
Catcher Will Smith.
And a slider catches the zone.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That one 95 to finish him off. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watch the first 2 and then chased after the third.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
Conforto in the box again, takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Off the mark there.
Ball
1-1. That's a little bit low.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
1 down, base is empty. And that one hammered. That's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Fought off foul. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And he makes the catch. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 6 full. All tied 1-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Anthony Banda. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. So in now for Colorado, Zach Veen.
Left fielder, number 13.
In there at the knees, strike one. Banda in his 4th year, 31 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012. Inside, going to count 1-2. And misses inside. Swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws in time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. Adael Amador digging in for the Rockies. First pitch, and he just misses. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7.
That's ball 2.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Here's a 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Lays out and makes the play.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Ezekiel Tovar, the next to hit. That's outside, and it's 1-0. Headed towards the corner, Pajes on the run towards the line. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
And that's outside. 1-0. There's a strike, 95 of that one. On the ground to the left. McMahon fires over to first. They get the out on Muncy.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman.
Here's Kike Hernandez. He's grounded out a couple of times. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. Home run, Kike Hernandez. His 4th home run of the the season. It's 2-1.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now here is Andy Pajas. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
2 down, nobody on. Base knock right field.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Mookie now. 0 for 3 in this one. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1. Feltner checks the runner. Taylor back in on a dive. Foul ball. Squirts away a little bit. Taylor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings and misses, struck him out. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to begin the 8th. And now the right fielder, Nick Martini. Bonda back to work. Outside low, ball 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Tanner Scott, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Garcia, the right-hander, also getting loose. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's a ball.
Now 3-0.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Kyle Farmer in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Okay.
3-2 now. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hauls it in for the out. Kyle Farmer digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Swing and a foul out of play.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And that's fouled off. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Ryan McMahon. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and a count 1-1.
Well, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
1-1 now. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Rockies are down quietly, and they trail it here 2-1.
Now pitching for
Jimmy Herget comes on now. He's been so good against lefties.
Jimmy Herget.
So now it's Freddie Freeman.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
On the ground right side, into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Scott Alexander, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Nobody out, runner at first. In the dirt, but kept close. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Inside 3-2 the count.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. This one's got a chance and brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto will climb in. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Inside, just missed. Freeman, the base runner at first with 1 out. Runner takes off. Cut on and miss. Safe and second with a stolen base. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. That's inside. Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a strike. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Here comes Freddie around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 3-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Two outs, runner at first. Max Muncy now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. First pitch misses. Herget picks over. Edman dives back in safely. Two outs. Into center. Moniak. Long run on his horse. Can't get to this one. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the second baseman, Kike Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. That one clips the outside corner. That's strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
On the ground, right side. Amador in plenty of time to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Toglia. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that's outside. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
He's 2 outs away. Next for Colorado, Mickey Moniak. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. One down, base is empty. This to third, and that one handled. 2 up, 2 down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, catcher Hunter Goodman.
Hunter Goodman will hit next. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And there's a ball. A little bit low. And now 3-0.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Draws the walk there. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
Zach Veen digging in for the Rockies. A couple of walks and a strikeout. That one misses. That's 5 straight. And that drops in for a strike. Goodman, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one fouled off. Scott is just 1 strike away.
That's a ball.
And downstairs.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Tying run at the plate. Up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. And what a play. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
And your final 3-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.